Senate Democrats brought forth a bill that would ban marketing e-cigs to teens. Yeah, that's a concern. What's next? Ban the marketing of Mountain Dew to the elderly? These idiots did this to protect the children, but perhaps they're really protecting the billions in tax dollars they get from real cigarettes. After all, there's no tobacco in an e-cig. There is no smoke. It's vapor, the same stuff between their stupid ears. I'd call these gas bags greedy, but they're worse. They're deadly. Barbara Boxer, Dick Durbin, Harkin, Blumenthal, Markey, they stand in the way of the first real progress in ending smoking for good. 500,000 people die yearly from smoking. If e-cigs had been around 30 years ago, many of our moms and dads would be alive today. Vaping, as it's called, means I will now live longer, which is awesome for me and you. It's the greatest medical device since the clapper. And yet, spurred by cash and drama, these hacks smear vaping, which makes death smile. They need to be taken to a town square and shown what real tar is. Boxer claims that e-cigs profit from addicts. No, they profit from quitters. I get protecting the kids, but this is not a gateway drug. It's a quitting device. Her office also said there's no way of knowing whether e-cigs are harmful. There is. It's called science, you bozo. See, this is all phony concern. Critics don't care that it's not smoking, only that it looks like smoking. Why not ban chameleons or those creepy insects that look like sticks? I hate those things. See, politicians love outrage. It makes them feel good, which Trump's doing good. So they belch their toxic fumes, cocooned in fake concern while people die. Maybe it's time to slap a warning label across their mouths. Beware, secondhand stupidity kills. Drives me nuts.
This happened to you.
Yes, I was speaking 2 nights ago in Boston at Northeastern University. I was talking about my cigarette. And talking about how this is great and it's not smoking. And as I put it down, an individual had to walk out and take it from me, along with my glass of wine. Because smoking is illegal on campus. And they consider this smoking, which is actually, this is vapor, people. This is like a Nicorette gum. This is like a patch. It's nothing.
Wait, but why were you giving speech smoking and drinking at the same time?
Prop comedy.
Yeah, I guess so. It's relaxing. It's what I do.
Look what you just did to Dana.
But it doesn't bother me.
It's water. It's water
vapor. The thing is that, when Congress introduces a bill and it's all partisan like that, you have to follow the money. Where does it lead to? Who is actually giving them the contributions, Bob? I mean, it's got to be coming from somewhere. You could actually ride in a car with your dad vaping that with the windows rolled open, and it would never bother your delicate sinuses.
It would bother my hair, though. It would start to fall and wilt. So if you just vape with a certain circumference around me, it's okay.
Well, just so nobody gets terribly alarmed about this, particularly you, Greg, because you've got a very long book tour in front of you. The people who introduced this bill are the most liberal of all the liberal Democratic senators.
Why are they doing this?
Well,
they need some
my
attention.
own guess is, believe it or not, I think they do believe. I mean, they're way out in front of Hark in particular on tobacco. But I think where they're getting the money from, my guess is they're getting it from environmental groups is where they're getting some of the money from. But I don't know. I think their motives are probably pure, but I think the whole thing is ridiculous. I mean, if you get something that's going to help somebody stop smoking, what more could you ask for?
It can't be that. It's got to be money. Money. There are lobbyists somewhere who are saying, listen, let's squash this a little bit because tobacco lobbyists most likely.
They say it would never take.
But could it be
but where else?
Could it be the tax revenue? Because if people stop smoking, you don't get the tax dollars, right?
I don't know. Those are taxed, aren't they?
There's some financial,
That's the thing.
political incentive behind it. That's the bottom line.
They'll back off on the science behind it and start taxing.
I would be absolutely shocked if any of these people receive tobacco money. I mean, they're the enemies of the tobacco.
This is one of the best public policy arguments and debates going on on Capitol Hill right now. Actually, there's very little that government can do that won't make something worse.
Yeah.
But I think that's also very strange that at the same time there are so many promoting the legalization of marijuana, which you actually do smoke that.
Yeah.
That's not vapor.
This is like banning alcohol-free beer.
Yeah, exactly.
For people who are alcoholics who want the taste of a beer and they don't want the alcohol because they're alcoholics, and they drink that instead. But no, they're not sure what's in it, so they're going to ban it.
But don't you think that's a little? It's just reckless. You know, it's saying I don't care about your family member, your mother, or your father, or whoever in your family, your aunt, your uncle, because here's a chance for them to repair their lungs, for them to change the course and the lifespan that they might be having here. And they're saying, no, we're going to ban it. Go ahead.
From the Bay Area, wasn't Boxer for clean needles? I'm almost positive
She
for
was
getting
part of that needle exchange program. Yeah.
which is actually allowing people to use a needle to take their drugs.
Right.
Yet they are against something
How does she justify this?
Yeah, that doesn't even have tobacco. They want this to be a tobacco product. There's no tobacco in it.
We're going to send you to the press conference next time.
I would have a conniption.
It would be so fun if you went to the press conference and got to ask all the senators.
Let's see if that's in our budget.
You know, I bet,
Porter?
you know, I bet I forget who's behind this. The trial lawyers. The trial lawyers have a very big interest in having another round of litigation.
Now you're hanging out with your brother bowling. It's got the conspiracy theory
Listen,
going.
I've
I
taken
like
a lot of money myself from
Whoa.
I've taken a lot of money from trial lawyers, but this seems to me to fit into their. You know how much money they made on tobacco? I mean,
Yeah.
God, Bob, you might be onto something.
that's right. We started right here at the 5.
I don't know.
There you go.
This is crazy because it's about public health, but they're actually enabling the death of people. It is a crime what they're doing.
It's a lot better than those Nicorette patches. I was at a swim club one day. The guy had
Or
patches
that.
up and
You
down.
just found the other one. It could be the pharma industry who's saying, we sell a heck of a lot of Nicorette. If you smoke that, you don't need to smoke Nicorette.
I bet
true
we spent
Nicorette.
enough
You
time.
don't-
We
you
came
can't-
up with this.
Well, there you go. You got pharma, you got trial lawyers, and tobacco
Public health
lobbyists.
advocates.
There's
Yes.
pockets there somewhere.
There's money. Yep.
And the Trilateral Commission, throw them in there too.